Hello guys, it's me again, Ortho Illusion. Today we're going to face a new Alliance war map. Uh, According to the Kabam's changes in the roadmap, we starting from today will be facing a new layout of the Alliance war, as well as some of the update or changes in the nodes that Kabam implemented. Some of my alliance mates already cleared some of the paths, so maybe I cannot give a full breakdown, but according to my skimming of this map, as we can see here in this first section, this strike counter on the section 1 also corresponds with the strike counter on the section 2. It just have different node descriptions and different effects to the attacker. This one in the section 2 has the combat power rate, where it will affect the attacker's power rate if specific requirements are met. First path is not so much different from the old war version. With Buffet, they added a bullshit Lionheart here, so Void definitely cannot be used for this path. And on the path 3 of section 2, there is Chitinous Thorns. This is a new one that Kabam added on path 3. With the defenders and armor up buff, the attackers fake with a bleed debuff. So any champions that can benefit from this path, like Colossus or Vulture or Warlock, they all have armor up buffs that can inflict bleed to the attacker. So if you're not careful enough and read the description thoroughly, you could get wrecked here. So stay on your toes. And this one is explosive personality, heavy-handed, it has armor up, nothing special here. And now we move on to the second section and the middle paths. There are Crumbling Armor, Force of Will, Footloose. If we match this with the global tactics, I don't think there will be any problem if you are very adept with countering all of these nodes. And the path 4, there's a steady build up unblockable. This is also new. Spry, already been used in variant quests, but since then the application hasn't been done in Alliance War, not until now. For the steady build up unblockable on path 4 section 2, as you can see here, the defender has increased 100% defensive ability accuracy, and when the attacker has 3 or more debuffs, it became unblockable. So you gotta be careful here. I don't know whether this node can be quaked or not. We will see later, maybe. And in the middle section is the path 5 on section 2. There are rapid metabolism, which the defender shrugs off the debuffs 80% sooner, so it's like rogue-like node. The intercept, ebb and flow, so you have to be very precise with your intercepts here. One thing that comes in my mind when I see this is it's very manageable. If you use Ghost and you are getting used to her face intercept, then you should have no problem here. But the problem is if with particular this guy placed with suicides, perhaps because it's an off season and it's an Elsa, so you gotta be careful. If you're trying to bring Ghost, albeit all that, don't forget to bring the Hood synergy, or else you'll get wrecked. And in this one, also ebb and flow intercept with tenacity. The guy here plays Nova, so you gotta be careful, because Nova, after he had Summer Fury charges stacked upon him, he will be able to auto block. And on certain charges, Nova charges, the auto block can cause parry stun, so keep that in mind before going to the fight and bring the proper counter. This one is ebb and flow knockdown, so I think it will be very difficult to use Quake here, so the diversity of champions should be used. And this also has tenacity and crumbling armor. Nothing too crazy, just have to be very good at knocking down the opponent. And on the path 6 of section 2, there's Rage, Enhanced Fury. Nothing too special. This one, Kabam added some new note, which is Aggression Prowess. Every 2 seconds the defender gains a prowess passive which increases special attack. So I don't see any kind of trouble in here, except that when you're not very used to Quake style, then you have to use another champion to be able to get through. And then on the right island on section 2, path 7 to 9. Let's see here. From path 7, Spite and Powerful from afar. This can be quite troublesome because if the enemy leaves the striking distance, they will gain a power gain buff, which will be detrimental for your fights. And have to be careful because this enemy also places with flow, so the power gain the defender will be quite crazy. This one is Aspect of Evolution and Kinetic Transference, which block attack causes the defender to gain 10% of power. So yeah, we have to be very careful and scrutinize all of the notes before entering, because this is the new war map. Can't do anything crazy, but since it's an off season, you can experiment with all the available rosters that you had. And this is the path 9, which in my opinion is kind of a difficult, with Window of Opportunity Stun and Toggle Unstoppable. This Window of Opportunity, I'm thinking that if we can work around the immunity that lasts for 12 seconds and we start doing the heavy Quake after 12 seconds, will it be able to counteract the Window of Opportunity stun? We don't know yet, but it's an interesting idea to run through. And this is the Window of Opportunity stun, and also Powerful from afar. Quite tricky, but I think it can be counteracted with the proper champion. Okay, so then let us butt in. I will bring in my usual team here, which I used in the previous version of Flyers 1. We will go and see how it interacts. Since some of the paths already been taken, and perhaps Counter-Strike, Fury, Power Drain, Armor. My officer already bring Quake, so I don't think he will need any help because he's a very proficient Quake player. Buff Imbalance, Power Drain. Hey, it's an off season, why not? Let's go. In the first fight here in path 8 section 1, we'll be trying to fight this Domino with Quake. As you see here, it's a rank 3 6-star Domino with flow, but it doesn't matter because Domino is not a flow defender, a mercenary. We scout first the abilities, and then we make sure if you fight with Quake, we have to hold block. I'm sorry, mistake. We have to hold heavy as soon as the fight starts to be able to counteract her abilities. Let's see. You have to be very careful when you're about to Quake Domino here. The medium attack is kind of sketchy to evade. The timing is slightly different from other champions. As you see there, sometimes I quick releases my block So, oh, I forgot about the heal block. Oh damn, I lost so much health here because I forgot about the heal block. Okay, lesson learned. Look, 40% of the health diminished just like that because I didn't scout properly. So yeah, lesson learned. And now we move on to the second fight. Second fight here, let's see. It's flow. Be careful because the Symbiote Supreme is also flow. Blood in the War. While the attackers are from a debuff, the defender gains a passive fury. Oh my. Gotta be careful of this. 200% attack rating. Okay. Okay. Gotta be very quick with the special attack. Okay, let's see. It's a rank 5 star. Nothing to worry about. And Limbo can still save me. Doesn't have any Limber. Gonna be on point with the reparry. Quick intercept there. Be careful if you have power flood. Special attack, boom, fight's over. If you see here, I tampered a little bit with the draft back intercept, so I won't get clipped because of this stupid rebalancing of the draft back intercept by you know who. Okay, fight goes on pretty well. Now we can move on to the second section. My teammates already cleared the middle mini boss, I think. Let's see now. Lucifer said he wanted to take Domino, so perhaps I'll go middle. We'll go to the middle. And this is a standard Quake fight, I think. It's not that I can't use other champions, but you know, Quake is very, very OP in my opinion, because once you master her Quake style, there's pretty much nothing that the enemy can do to you. Just regain your calm, your poise, and do your usual Quake style. And in this note, there has crumbling armor, which can benefit me, of course. It's a rank 3 6 star, a lot of health pool, but if we keep it calm, we can finish the fight. Let's see here. There's nothing special here, only the regular Quake style. I'm trying to heal a little bit by the crumbling armor. Hope this guy doesn't die so fast. I will need Quake for a couple of fights after this. I'm planning to take the Pet 6 where there's Electro and Thing, so we will see. Okay, made a little mistake there, but it's all good. Managed to parry. Non-contact fight over in a second. Okay. Minor mistake, but we're all good. And then after this we'll be taking Path 6 in section 2. And now we're going to continue our fight in Path 6 section 2. Here we got sorry, not Mysterio. What the fuck am I talking about? We'll be fighting Electro with Rage and Enhanced Fury. And the next fight will be against Thing with Aggression, Prowess, and Power Focus 2. This only applied if you are going to use standard fight against Thing. But with Quake fights, you don't have to worry about it. Let us check now. And let's get into it. This is going to be another standard Quake fight. We will see how it goes. Electro has no ability accuracy reduction, so we should be good. As you can see here, I immediately hold heavy after his medium attack. because some champions you can do that just to save you some time and gain more aftershock charges. An expert Quake player knows which champions is which, that you can apply that specific particular technique. Not every Quake player knows that. Just keep it calm. Look for his combo ender. It'll slip up there, but it's okay. You have to remember the combo ender of each champion that you're fighting against with Quake. That's the main keyword if you want to be successful in executing the Quake style. There we go. And then we move on forward to the Thing fight. This is a 6-star rank 2, not rank 3. Defensive tank. Obviously not a flow defender, so there's nothing to worry about here. Will be the 4th standard Quake fight today. As we can see here, the concussion from Quake sometimes can nullify the gaining of the prowess, but sometimes it don't. Just depends on the timing of your quaking. The combo ender of Thing is both are punches, so you don't have to look for the leg or kick in this fight. Just look for the punch combo ender and you'll be fine. And also note the limber of each of the champion that you're fighting, because sometimes people will place with 5-5 limber, sometimes only 3-5 or 4-5, depending on the experience on your opponent. Thing will be dropping that after this next shock after charge. Okay, very standard Quake fight. Nothing too serious about, but I will be needing help with Captain Marvel, maybe for my teammates. Here's the illusion, just blasted off and didn't succeed in taking the Nova, so we'll see. Okay, now we're going to fight the mini boss, Storm Pyramid X, on what is it? Hazard Shift. Incinerate, Poison, Debilitate, and Stun Immunity. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Another Quake fight. We'll see how it goes. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Nothing to lose. YOLO. Style of Quake is a rank 2 6-star, Undute. I already dueled her with the newly introduced Kabam duel bot. See how it interacts. Well, it can't be counted as a real fight because the enemy plays with suicides. If you remember earlier about the combo ender, you have to memorize it very carefully. For Storm Pyramid X, there are 2 combo enders. The strike down with the staff and also the kick. See? If you memorize the combo ender and keep your calm, you can 100% solo the fight contactless. Well, I made a mistake there, but whatever, we did the job. And that's all for my fights for today's war, because I messed up and lost both Warlock and Magic, so I cannot help to take down the last boss. That's it for the fights, and my personal opinion regarding this new war map is not so bad, but I don't know about the new attack tactics and new defense tactics mechanism. We will see later when the Alliance War season will roll again. I don't think I will be participating in tier 1 wars because I want to rest, and I hope that all my teammates will have a good season up ahead, and cheers.